Thank you, folks, for tuning in to VPT Cooks Apples and Honey. We're here with Courtney Contos, Chef Courtney Contos, who is a writer, a consultant, everything, and you have a website.
Yes.
Yes.
chefcontos.com.
And you do like home classes. You do just anything really related to food and getting people actively going into it.
And motivated.
Motivated, yeah.
Get them motivated, get them cooking.
Well, you've got a lot going on here, and this is the prettiest this set has ever looked. But what are you cooking for us today?
So we're going to sear some chicken breasts, and
Okay.
we're going to add apples and some maple syrup and apple cider. And it's just going to slowly cook. It's a fabulous dish for fall.
Yes, I mean,
I have made this
greens,
hundreds.
potatoes.
Yeah, and
yes.
I brought in some side dishes. You have to have some garnishes.
Yeah, I think so.
We're smoking here. We'll add some oil. This is just canola oil. Grapeseed oil would be fine too. Any kind of flavorless.
So you use cast iron compared to like Teflon? Or?
That's a swear word.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. And why is it such a swear word?
Well, they've proven that it's not good for us, and but I especially would not want to use it on this high heat.
I know right now there's somebody watching this program eating macaroni and cheese out of a Teflon pan while smoking, and they're like, "This isn't good for me," but it's really not good for you. You should really change it up.
Cast iron is great. We've had this forever. So the chicken is in. We have skin-on chicken breast from Misty Knoll Farm in Vermont.
Yeah, which is down in New Haven. You can find it at most natural food markets.
And they sell boneless skin-on chicken breasts.
Correct.
So the reason the skin's on is, well, presentation.
And
there is flavor.
And not only that, but when you cook things with skin on it, it retains the moisture.
Yep.
Exactly. I recommend for people who are out there and always buy the skinless breast, buy the skin on and then take it off. It'll always be moisture meat.
Exactly.
So you've got beautiful apples from where?
These are from Chapin Orchards in Essex Junction.
And it's a pick your own?
It's a pick your own. And they have a beautiful store too. It's fun. They make cider, and I don't think they have donuts, but it's worth going. So we'll just cut this. I'm not peeling the apple. This is just simple Sunday supper.
This is good rustic American food.
This is fun. This is just fun. So when we flip the chicken over, we'll add the apple.
Okay.
But in the meantime, I just want to talk quick about mashed potatoes.
Yes.
I have some mashed potatoes. I use the ricer. One of these. You have one of these?
I don't, because I'm lazy and I use a really stiff whisk. But explain what a ricer is for people.
So that's like a large garlic press.
Okay.
And that I bought in Germany like 20 years ago. It's a great tool, and it gives you the fluffiest potatoes.
If you're tired of grandma's lumpy potatoes, this takes care of it. Ricers are great for making gnocchi, for making mashed potatoes.
Yep. So just butter, some half and half, and I added whole grain mustard to the mashed potatoes.
And I mean, mustard, apples, vinegar components, they're all basic kind of European components to food, especially Germanic food. So this is a pretty, it's a pretty German dish you're making.
Yeah, and they're all best friends.
They are.
And the mustard will go so well. So we'll see. The most common mistake when cooking and browning is people flip too soon.
Correct.
Always happens. So we'll just see. That's what we're looking for.
You're looking for that nice golden brown.
That one could go a little more, but for the sake of TV, we'll continue to go. But that's what you're looking for. You want to add those apples all around?
I'll just spread these around.
So keep the peel on. Keep it simple. The whole dish takes 20 minutes to prepare. Perfect. And we have our oven preheated at 400 degrees.
Yep.
Now we can add some of our flavors. This is maple syrup. It's about 1/3 of a cup. And then Vermont apple cider. You can use chicken stock. That would be fine.
Chicken
but the
stock
cider,
would be delish.
is nice, especially because of the collard greens. They all blend together. And this is apple cider vinegar.
Great. So I mean, we're looking at bringing something, and you got all the fatty of the mashed potatoes, but it's those acidity components, the acid components, breaking through the fats of that, which make it super, super tasty.
Exactly. And then some salt and pepper. I like to toast my peppercorns before I grind them.
Why do you do that?
To bring out the flavor. So they're toasted and then freshly ground.
Great.
I'm a snob, a food snob. I know
I
I
hear
drive
you're
people crazy.
a food tool snob too. I mean, everybody at the VPT set has been walking around. They're like, "Wow, that's so cool. What is this? I don't have this at my house."
So this right now, you can just put in the oven. It's done. And we have one that we can swap it with. You want to do the honors?
Yeah, let's do
hot
that.
Pan going in the oven. How do you know when it's done? You have to use a thermometer. So I have a couple different thermometers. This one is from King Arthur. This is the ThermaPen. I almost called it an EpiPen, but it is the honey show too, so that would have been appropriate.
True. It kind of looked like one of those like flip out saws that you use like in your house.
Yeah,
it looked
right.
super snazzy.
So really awesome thermometer. It's an investment. You can buy less expensive, but that's the only way you know the chicken is done.
Correct.
Is to use a thermometer. So what temperature? 165 degrees. Most people overcook their chicken. So it's the only reason I say that. You don't want to overcook this unless it's a thigh. I mean, gosh, but not this. So it's done.
The breast is a delicate thing, and you know when you cook them and they turn dry, it's a very sad sight.
Yep.
And chicken's expensive too, so take care of it.
Yeah, I'll just take one of these. These are an investment. So I'm going to remove the chicken breasts, and then we'll plate up. We call that plate up. We'll make some nice plates. Maybe we'll do a little chef moment there. And now we'll add some butter, unsalted.
And why unsalted butter?
Oh my gosh, lots of reasons. How much time do we have? Okay, quick. Unsalted
12 minutes
butter.
later. Wow.
Salted butter has more water in it, so less fat. I like to be in control of my seasoning, and then I'm a salt snob, so I'm sure that's not sea salt.
Sounds like you're awfully snobby about
I
many
know,
things.
gosh, but I have so much fun, and I'm nice. Come on.
And really, like everybody I know who's gone to your cooking classes, they're like, "It's great. She's so nice."
Well,
I don't think you're really.
It's humbling. It's all good. So the butter just kind of adds the sheen. It's the last thing you do. A little bit of butter. It adds richness.
Richness, yeah.
Yum yum. So that's done. That's our sauce.
Great.
Let's make some plates.
Sounds good.
All right. Perfect.
All right.
And we have mashed potatoes. And then I made collard greens. I picked these this morning out of my garden, and I cooked them with bacon and onions.
And people who just aren't familiar with collard greens, you need to get in the know. It is serious. It is the real deal. They are so delicious.
I love them. You want to switch? I don't know
Great.
if you want to switch. I love collard greens. Now, the collard greens also has apple cider vinegar in it and, maple syrup, but that's...
I'm so glad I haven't eaten today. Well, I ate a cake and everything else, but...
Well, that looks good. I'm excited.
Wonderful.
One thing we forgot to add, too, is the bay leaves go in. So they're already in there, but add a couple bay leaves or fresh thyme or rosemary, whatever herb, gets you excited in the kitchen.
Great. And then we just slice up our chicken?
Whatever you want,
All right.
Now, I'm really excited for this cookbook. I helped put a lot of the recipes together, and there are recipes from viewers that they've sent in. This book is awesome.
Right. And what's the title of the book?
Well, it's the VPT Cookbook.
That's right.
And there's a apple sauce crock pot recipe that I cannot wait to make. So
there are always great recipes in the book.
Is really good. So I'm gonna try it.
I'm gonna try it too.
This has been so fun.
No, this has been fantastic. And if people are looking to get a hold of you, or check out your website, where would they go?
chefcontos.com. chefcontos.com. And make a pledge today to get this great cookbook.
It's fantastic. This
recipe is in the book.
Which is great. Thank you very much for your time today, and thanks for coming up.